Hello everyone and welcome back to the Cup Council. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. If you are, then please let me know in the comment section down below. This is the match preview for the Merseyside derby, Liverpool versus Everton. I'm really excited for this game. I bet you guys are too, and yeah, we'll dive into this. But first, if you could please like, share, and subscribe the video. We are still on the road to 100 subscribers, and if we can reach that before the new year, then I would be massively appreciated and appreciative. There we go, appreciative. And yeah, it'll just be absolutely brilliant if we can reach that goal. But yeah, like I said, this is the match preview for the Merseyside derby, and like I said, guys, I am looking forward to this game. I think that Liverpool are going to batter Everton. You know, Everton not on the best of form lately. Obviously, if they could end up sacking their manager Silva after this game. Is it Marco Silva? I think it's Marco Silva after this game. And you know, if Liverpool can, you know, thrash them, and you know, it's not the first time Liverpool have sacked an Everton manager after a game. I think it was Roberto Martinez after the Merseyside derby, but what was it, 3 years ago now, or something like that. They ended up sacking him, I think, then the next day. So you know, in recent times, after a Merseyside derby, it doesn't look so good for Everton, and Everton have not won at I think that they haven't won a game at Anfield in over 20 years. So you know, that's just a record we got to keep going. And yeah, that's just gonna be my thoughts on the game. So no new Liverpool injury news. Obviously, Jurgen Klopp had his press conference today. No fresh injury news. He did talk a little bit about Joel Matip. There is no time frame for Joel Matip to come back, so it does look like he's going to be out for longer at the moment than what he was scheduled. It was scheduled. That's a new word. Scheduled for 8 weeks out, I think it was. And I think we reported it as well on the channel, so you can find that somewhere on the channel. But yeah, I don't think that Joel Matip is going to be coming around now. Is there a possibility for a January move? Obviously, Liverpool have been linked with Jadon Sancho a lot over the last 24 hours. Apparently, Jadon Sancho, is not happy at Dortmund. Could that possibly happen? But that's a completely other video. But Jurgen Klopp was speaking today about if the right target is there and he's available for the correct price, then the money is there and Liverpool will spend if it is necessary. And I don't think Liverpool will spend in January. I think only if, you know, Matip's injury is longer, I think Jurgen will spend on a central defender. Apart from that, I don't think he's going to spend anything at all. But yeah, that's a whole different conversation. But yeah, no fresh injury news to report. On the Everton side, by the way, I think it was confirmed Theo Walcott is available for Everton. They do have Fabian Delph as a doubt. That apparently he's going to be a deadline situation for Everton. For them, then they do have Andre Gomez, obviously out injured due to his broken ankle or fractured ankle. I can't remember which one it was, but I think it was broken ankle. And if I quickly look onto my notes, Seamus Coleman as well is out for Everton as well. I think he's injured. I don't think he's suspended, but yeah, he's also out as well. But yeah, no fresh injury news for us then. Yet again, I've said that. So pretty much we can pretty much have the team that we want. Then obviously Naby Keita is back as well. So there is no fresh injury news for that. So going into the starting 11 prediction, obviously no Alisson due to suspension due to his red card against Brighton on the weekend, so that's a little bit worsening for the best goalkeeper in the world now, and you can officially say that due to the Ballon d'Or results last night. But yeah, in his place then it's going to be Adrian. When he was in the squad for, I think it was over 2 months now, wasn't it? He was in the squad. He was superb, so pretty comfortable with that. Right back then, I think it'd be Trent Alexander-Arnold. You know, Trent's playing a lot of football. Obviously, he had the midweek game last week off. Well, not kind of off, but he didn't start against Napoli. And, you know, there's a lot of football to play, so maybe we could see some rotation there. Maybe Joe Gomez can end up playing there. I think he played at centre-back last year. in the derby at Anfield, and I don't think he's going to start this game. I think Klopp this year is keeping changes to a minimum. I don't think he's going to change much, so I think it's going to be Lovren and Virgil van Dijk at centre back, and then it's going to be Andy Robbo at left back. Obviously, like I said, I think Trent's playing a lot of football. I also think that Andy Robbo is playing a lot of football as well. It's pretty hard for them because obviously there's no real cover there. Obviously you've got Joe Gomez can play left back and right back. You can bring in Adam Lewis from the under-23s. You can bring you can bring James Milner at left back, and that's what Jurgen Klopp I think is looking at. And he could potentially do this, but it's a derby game. It's the Merseyside derby. It might not be the biggest game of our season, but it's still a Merseyside derby, so it is one of the biggest games. But yeah, going on to the midfield three, who's going to play in that sixth role? I think it'll be Gini Wijnaldum in that sixth role. And then the big conversation in the 2-8, and I really want to know your guys' thoughts on this as well, because I've seen a few people on Twitter saying, like, they want this, they want that. Is it time for Naby Keita to come in? Potentially. He hasn't had the season that I predicted him to have. Obviously, he was out at the start of the season due to injury from last season. But last season, once he had that run of games, he was superb for Liverpool Football Club. And maybe could this be the start of it? Obviously, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain started on the weekend. He looked very, very good playing in the midfield role. And it's, for me, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain needs to play in that midfield role. And maybe this is the run of games. So I kind of want to put the two of them in the squad, but I don't think he's going to do it. I would personally go with Wijnaldum, Keita, and Oxlade-Chamberlain, but I think Jurgen Klopp is going to go with the midfield of Wijnaldum in the six. So we can definitely say Wijnaldum's going to be in the six, guys. That's a definite. Then I think he's going to go with Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, but then I also think he's going to go with Jordan Henderson. Henderson has been brilliant so far this season for Liverpool, in my opinion anyway. I think that he's really shown the leadership that he's proven over the last 3 years, really. And I think he's one of these midfielders that doesn't give up at all. So he is our captain, and I think will play in the Merseyside derby. And then it's the whole conversation about Mo Salah. Will Salah start? Will he be on the bench? I think Mo Salah will start. I've seen a few people on Twitter especially saying that they would put him on the bench and play Divock Origi. Obviously, if you know what happened last year at Anfield with Divock Origi with our 96-minute goal, then that was just brilliant, and a Merseyside goal, well, probably the best Merseyside derby goal of all time. It could potentially be the best goal of all time in the Merseyside derby. But no, I don't think that they're gonna change Salah. If I just quickly press the lights, because the light was gonna go out. Shut that up. But yeah, I don't think that they're gonna take Salah out. He has been battling fitness, and I can see why. But I think if Salah was to miss out, I think it would be Divock Origi. I don't think it'd be Shaqiri. I said I think to Dave from Dave's LFC chats that a couple of games ago I said I'd put Shaqiri in for Salah, but now it doesn't look like that's going to be the case at all, because I don't think Shaqiri's going to get a game for Liverpool anymore. But with the Jadon Sancho stuff as well, maybe the possibility of a swap deal. I have seen that quite a lot rumoured about, that it could be Shaqiri going to Dortmund and then we'll have Jadon Sancho in January. I don't know if I would like that. It's one of these odd situations, but yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts on that. But yeah, the front three I think will start against Everton. It will be Mane, Firmino, and Salah. For me, will start the game. Excuse me. But yeah, it's one of these things that if the front three wasn't going to start, I'd probably say Origi would play on the left, Mane on the right, and then Bobby up front. But I do think the front three will start for Liverpool against Everton. But yeah, I said at the beginning, I think Liverpool are going to slaughter Everton. I think it's going to be one or two ways. I either think it's going to be, because me personally, guys, I think this is Everton's biggest game of the season. I don't think they have much riding on, getting into the top six or anything like that. Obviously, they are struggling right now, and it's kind of nice to see because, it's Everton, it's the local rivals, and, it's something where, they're down in the relegation zone and we're top of the league, and, they are going to try and prove a point. They're going to try and come to Anfield and try and be aggressive and that. And I think their key player anyway is going to be Richarlison. I think you've seen it last year. He was kind of giving Trent a bit of stick on that left hand side, and I think that was nearly towards Rigi's winning goal. He was trying to give Trent a bit of stick and that, but yeah, I think Richarlison is their most threatening player. But if he's utilised, and I think Liverpool, if they could steamroll this in the first 20 minutes, it could be 3 or 4. It might be. I don't think it'll be because my scoreline is 3-0. I think Liverpool will beat Everton 3-0, but I don't think it's going to be so much of a steamroll. But I think Liverpool are going to control the game overall. Then let's just say that I think Everton might have a few chances, but it's going to be very minimal. And they're gonna have to, if they're gonna take their shot, then they need to take it because this Liverpool team are just going to steamroll them. And I think that where we are at the minute, top of the league, obviously we're in so much of a great position. Obviously, Man City play tonight against Burnley. I could be wrong with that. I think I am wrong with that, but they're playing tonight either way. So they'll probably claw some points back. So we got to keep now that little bit of a gap, that 10-point gap or 11-point gap, one or the other. Guys, there's so much Liverpool football lately. It's just hard to keep up. But yeah, Liverpool are top of the league, and Liverpool need to stay there. And yeah, hopefully, come May, Liverpool can lift that certain Premier League trophy that's been avoiding us for 30 years. And yeah, hopefully, you'll just have, like, obviously now I've got the Champions League winners badges. Hopefully it'll be the golden Premier League badges. But yeah, all that will come when Liverpool do hopefully win the league. But yeah, that's been my match preview for the Everton game, guys. If you did like the video, then please like, share, and subscribe. Like I said, if we can get to over 100 subscribers, hopefully by the end of December, then it would be massively appreciated. And if you are new, well, if you are already a subscriber, then please share that we are a YouTube channel, a Liverpool YouTube channel, and yeah, just like, share, and subscribe. I've been Connor from the Cop Council, guys, and I will see you all in a bit. Ta-ra.